After years of living on a deserted island in the deep sea, we have finally created a farm, but the work is not complete. We need to make it bigger, better, more efficient, and that is exactly what we are going to do today. I'm Hugz, welcome back to the Deep Sea Survival Adventure. Feels good to be back. The beautiful sea breeze air. Delicious. So today we have a lot of work to do. We need to optimize this farm. It's okay right now, but it's certainly not the best. We can definitely make it better. So what I plan to do is build up some areas where we can store things. We need to expand our island some more. We also do have to go ahead and fix our field over here that we messed up last time. I also really want to change our productions as well, our gardens. We have these two gardens, which are just superstars. They're doing absolutely amazing. Then we have the potatoes. The potatoes are not necessarily the best. They don't bring in a ton of money. Same kind of goes for our prickly pear cactus. While this is a good resource, it comes out in small quantities and it takes a long time for this stuff to grow. I want to change that today, and I want to start moving in some of the more high tier resources and get more of that going on. But before we do that, we need to go ahead and fix this field over here. Last time I actually went ahead and I accidentally cut off this corner. That's no good. That is no good at all. We need to fix that first off right here. It looks terrible. We need to fix that first thing. So let's hop into our tractor. Let's hook up to our plow and let's go ahead and fix that field. Oh, I actually think I may have put our cultivator in front of our plow. I accidentally did. Okay, let's go ahead and connect up to this right here, just like that, and we'll quickly move this out of the way. This barn, as nice as it is, we are actually still a little bit tight on space. So I think I'll just set this probably right next to the edge over here. That looks pretty good right there. Let's go ahead and plop it down. Beautiful. Okay, now we should have access to that plow. And yes, we absolutely do. Let's go ahead and connect. Beautiful. We are ready to start shaping this field again. So I do want to try and keep the round edge here. Let's go ahead and turn field creation on. Check. And I'm going to try and back this up as close to the edge as I can. That looks okay right there. We'll lower it down. And I'm going to slowly start working my way around to right about there. Okay, that works. That works. And we'll just go ahead and complete this circle and then go ahead and fill everything in. How's that looking? Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, yeah, that's not bad. There's one section there that's maybe a little bit weird. Let me see if I can go ahead and just shave that off. In fact, this whole corner is bugging me a teensy bit. Let's see, if I just go forward from here, I really want to catch that corner right there. Okay, right there, right there. Lift. Lift. Okay, perfect, perfect. All right, now all I have to do is just go in and start filling in all this grass and creating a field. And boy, oh boy, this is so much easier with a tractor that is not tiny. Let me just put it that way. The previous tractor we did this with, yeah, that was a challenge, man. Oh, and I see a little tuft of grass over here. Hold on, let me get rid of that. How did this little tuft of grass even get past me initially? That's so weird. Okay, there we go. We got it. All right, time to keep going. All right, there we go. It is indeed still hard to plow, even with this tractor. Very tough land here. Whoops, we crashed into the barn. Okay, very tough land to deal with here, but we're done. So we can go ahead now and hook up to our cultivator, which is over here. We're not going to be sowing anything at the moment, but I would like to get it all prepped up and ready to go for when it is time. So let's just drop you right there. Oh, hang on. You know what? One thing I got to do. Let's disallow field creation. Okay, perfect. Now we'll drop it. All right, let's go grab our cultivator next. We'll do a nice little quick connect here. Brilliant. Okay, beautiful. So once this is done, this field is essentially taken care of until it's seed planting time. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of this real quick, and then we'll move on.
One eternity later.
All right, just about done with the field here. And the last little bit, we'll go ahead and finish this up ourselves. There we go. Okay, beautiful. That looks great. I'm glad we got this field all prepped up, ready to go, but we aren't done. Even though it is getting quite late, sun is on the horizon. It's going to be setting pretty soon. So I want to try and work fast here. We are going to go ahead and start rearranging, or I guess the better word is getting rid of some of these productions, our gardens, that we don't want anymore. Let's just go ahead and park this guy over yonder right next to our barn. Looks good right there. Off you go. Okay, brilliant. In fact, let's leave our tractor here as well, and let's just hop out. So, potatoes, they're going to go, as well as our prickly pear cactus. That's going to be the 5 things that are getting the axe. And you know what? We'll just grab these potatoes, and I'll throw them over here for now. We'll grab them when we do our next sale run, even though it won't be too much. So, let's pop into this view right here. Now, potatoes. How much can we get for ye olde potatoes? $1,263. Not a ton of money, but you know what? I will absolutely take it. Thank you very much, potato garden. It's been nice, but time to go. We'll also get rid of the garden pump that we have there as well, and we'll clean up these garden pumps too. So, before I mess with these guys, there actually may be some prickly pear cactus ready to go. So let me just quickly grab these. I'm going to take all these out of here. Give these plants some room to spit out any more crates that they may or may not have. I don't know. We'll just move them all off to the side. And then once everything's out, we'll go ahead and sell these too. All right, that's the last one right there. I don't think anything else is coming out. Does not appear so. So let's go ahead and sell these guys now. And, ooh, 1203. Not bad. Not bad at all. I'll take that money. These are actually pretty cheap to put down. So we're getting a pretty good return. Actually, I will say a very good return, considering the money that these have made us. All right, beautiful. Now, let's see. We have this guy right here. Let's go ahead and sell that. And we'll sell this one right here. We'll sell this one right here. I do also need to go and move our toolbox. So let's quickly grab this. And I think I'm going to move this. I'm going to move it over by the house, or maybe inside the barn. I think we'll actually put it right here. Yeah, why not? That's a nice little spot for it. Okay, beautiful. Next up, I want to finally sell the front loader stuff that we have kind of just sitting. Jeez, that sun is so bright. So this stuff right here, this guy, and then this guy over here. Unfortunately, we can't bring it anywhere to sell it, so we are going to have to sell it through our vehicles menu, which does not get you the best amount of money. So $642 for this one. Let's go ahead and sell that. Then we do have the adapter, another $130, okay. And finally, the L600 Lizard, which is the attacher, $871. That'll be at least a nice little cleanup here. Oh, yeah. Much better. Now, we do have a couple things chilling around here, which I would rather get rid of, but we don't have a place to put that just yet. We will look into that, though. Now, being that the prickly pear cactus is actually not too low right now, I'm going to go ahead and sell all these guys as well. And let me see, if I put that there, it doesn't sell right there. It has to be right in the middle. I want to see if I can actually, toss one of these over. Let me see. Hey, we did it. Are you selling? You're selling very, very slowly. Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and work on getting all the rest of these over there. It should be a nice little chunk of change on its own. And then we'll finally have some more room where we can start putting some new stuff down.
2 hours later.
Man, just as the night is falling, we're getting the very last prickly pear. What we may do is leave these spaces empty. Ooh, but I hate to do that. I really want to get something producing now, but we would need to put seeds and fertilizer and all that good stuff in there in order to get it going. So I think our best bet is going to be just to go to sleep for the night, and we'll work on that some more next month.
1 eternity later.
Good morning. It's a nice brisk December, the perfect time to go ahead and dig ourselves some new gardens here. So we have lots and lots of new room, and boy, look at this. In the full light, man, this place almost seems empty, doesn't it? Absolutely crazy. So we have all this space over here, and we do also have another section right here next to our silo where if we want to put something, we absolutely can. But for now, let's focus on this area over here. So our biggest money maker to date has absolutely been these big Polish gardens right here. There's such a good variety of crops that you can put in there, and it only needs solid fertilizer, seeds, and water. all of which we can get in abundance and load into this thing no problem. So let me see. I would really love to get maybe another 2 of these down. And I would love for them to be facing this way just like the others are. Oh, I can absolutely fit 2 in there. All right, let's get 1 here. And we'll get another one literally right next to it. And we'll give it a little bit of space. We'll go right about there. Perfect. Now, we do have peas in both of these over here. So we want to do something different on these 2. We have done carrots. I wasn't a big fan of carrots, so we're going to do something else. What I'm thinking is we may go with something along the lines of grapes. Yes, grapes is something that I have not really experimented a whole lot with, and I think this will be a lot of fun. Hopefully it makes us a ton of money as well. That's really the point of things here. So let's go ahead and activate this, and we'll do the same thing over on this one as well. There we go. Okay, perfect. So we need to load these guys up now with water, solid fertilizer, and seeds. Now, before we can do that, we need to go ahead and get our watering system set up as well. So let's get our garden hoses, and we're going to put one right over here, like so, and number 2 right over here. Perfect. So that'll let us water these with no issues. Next up, we need to get seeds and solid fertilizer. Now, I do believe we have a little bit of seeds over here. That's lime. That's not seeds. What about over here? We've got lime as well. And there's some seeds. Okay, so, wait, what are these over here? I don't even remember what these are. Hold on. Let's look at these as well. There's solid fertilizer, and there's more seeds. Okay, let's hop in our tractor. We're going to go pick up those seeds. We can actually dump it into our tipper wagon over here. Let's just quickly connect over to this guy. Perfect. All right, I'll try and grab all the seeds out of this big bag first, since it's closest. Now, I need to make sure I don't get the lime on accident. Just keep going forward until we only see seeds. There we go, right there. Load me up with some seeds. It's not going to be a ton, but it'll be a good start. So there's bag number 1. Bag number 2 should be over here now. Wait, I can put solid fertile. Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh no, did I just make a mistake? I may have just made a mistake there. Oh, I hope all those seeds didn't just go away. Okay, let's go unload this solid fertilizer, then we'll grab the rest of those seeds. I didn't realize it was going to do that. Let's dump this over here. Slowest trailer ever in action. Let's go for the tiniest amount of solid fertilizer too. All right, let's go grab those seeds. Maybe it did something where it put the seeds in the bag or the pallet. I doubt it. I really don't think it did. I think we only have like 100 liters of seeds over here. Yep, that's it. Okay. Okay, well, you live and you learn. You know what I mean? Let's go dump this off as well. All right, we should see a little bit of action here. As soon as these seeds get deposited, we should see some grapes start to grow on our vines. It's going to be absolutely monumental as soon as we got that out. There we go. And grapes. Oh, no, we need water as well. Oh, I forgot about the water. Okay, all right. We need more seeds. We need more solid fertilizer. Right now, let's take a look, see what we got here. We've got barely any and barely any there. I'd like to get 10,000 in each of these. And the same with this one over here. And why are they separated like that? That's very odd. Okay, either way, we need about 20,000 liters of seeds, 20,000 liters of solid fertilizer. And now that we know we can put them in a tipper, what we'll go ahead and do is we'll just get pallets. These are $10.50, so you do get a little bit extra for the same price, because these are only 1,000. So let's get pallets, and we're going to get 20 of these bad boys. And last little batch here for 5,000. Brilliant. Let's take a look. There they are. Okay, let's start loading these things up. Let's get them all dumped in there. And man, it really wants to take the lime. Why do you want the lime so bad? Oh, geez, it's killing me. You know what we'll do? We'll take the lime and, man, where do we want to put the lime? I'm going to go dump it somewhere over here, just so it's out of, or actually, I'm going to go ahead and, I'm going to just get rid of the lime completely. I'm going to sell it. I'm not really worried about the lime because we're not going to be using it very often, only like once every couple years, and it's in my way. So it's being a big pain in the butt. All right, time to grab some seeds now. And, oh, that was an accident, but we're driving over seeds. Okay. Interesting turn of events there. Let's start loading these bad boys up. We're going to get all these dumped out, 10,000 in each. Last one here, this is going to be our 10,500 liters, and we've got another 10 sitting over there chilling. I'm going to go ahead and dump these guys over here. Now, One thing I'm a little concerned about, I don't think I'm going to have near enough money to get myself 20 pallets of solid fertilizer. That's going to be a bit of an issue. So we're going to have to buy pretty much as much as we can, get it stuffed into these guys. It does last a while, so basically as much as we can afford, and then we'll have to start hauling water over. And there's our seeds right there. Beautiful. Let's get the next batch and get it into the other one.
2 hours later.
All right, last pallet here getting loaded into the trailer. Brilliant. That's another 10,500 liters. With what we already put in this one, that should put us at around 11,000 liters, which is nice. Let's go ahead and start dumping those in. And while that's doing that's thing, let's go and let's head over to consumables. So we are going to need solid fertilizer bags. Yikes, they are definitely more expensive. So if we get 10 of these, that's going to be around $20,000. That would let us put 5 bags in each one. I think that's what we're going to do. We don't want to completely deplete our money. Otherwise, we're going to be running in the red. So let's go ahead and get 8. And then we will also grab another 2. And that'll be our 10. So, all right, time to check and see. Yep, we are loaded up over there. All right, let's start making trips with the solid fertilizer. And let's make sure. Can I actually load solid for? Yes, okay. Whew. Brilliant. There it goes. Feels good going in. All right, 5 of these, and we'll be ready to dump. There's the last one right there. All right, that's 5,000 liters. Let's go dump it off. And in it goes into our grape garden here. I'm very happy doing grapes. I hope it works out. If they're not worth that much money, we may have to end up changing it down the line. But we'll at least give it a shot here and see if it works. And that should be our 5,000 liters of solid fertilizer. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and dump this off, and then we'll get ready to haul some water. Exciting stuff happening here. And this is the right one, right? Let me just double check, make sure. Yes, we only have seeds in there. Let's go ahead and start dumping this. All right, our fertilizer is done for both of these plots now. Let's find a nice little spot for this trailer somewhere out of the way, because we have to swap out for a water barrel over there. I was going to put it right next to the cultivator, but I think I want to leave a little bit of room there, a little bit of wiggle room. So let's put this guy right here. That'll work for now. All right, let's swing it around and grab our water barrel. And a nice little connect. Beautiful. And we already got some water in here. Brilliant. Let's go load these bad boys up. I'm not stopping until we got 60,000 liters of water in each of these. All right, there we go. 120,000 liters. Whoa, hang on. No, did I really not finish fill? Okay, never mind. Not done yet.
A few inches later.
Now, I'm done. Okay, there we go. 120,000 liters of water, 2,000 liters at a time. That's some water hauling right there, man. So hopefully the grapes work out. But as you can see, there are a couple flakes in the air. It is December. So I think it's about time for us to pack it in for the winter. We've done just about all we can. So let's go ahead, park the tractor right here. We're basically going to go ahead and just hibernate for a little while. So I will see you guys in a couple months.
Several months later.
Good morning. It's a beautiful day in May, a beautiful spring, but a bit foggy on the island. Whoa, look at that over there. Extremely foggy. That should be rolling out soon here. But what we need to go ahead and check out, show me some grapes, baby. I want to see lots and lots of grapes. Oh, I can already see it growing on the vine. Look at this, the fruits of our labor, literally the fruits of our labor. Can I pick these up as well? Oh yeah, I absolutely can. Okay, so May is the best time for us to sell our grapes. So before we go ahead and do anything on the field over there, we are going to have ourselves a nice big grape sale. That way we'll have plenty of money to afford fertilizer, seeds, whatever we need. So let's go ahead and hook up to our trailer and let's sell ourselves a nice big batch of juicy grapes. Now, if I get in the right spot, I should be able to bypass those solo crates and just pick up actual grapes directly out of our garden. Come on, man, show me the spot. Where is it? Oh, is it not going to give it to me? I may have to back it in. Let's see how we do it here. No, it's not doing it. Okay, I may have to just get rid of that one crate. And come on, you're still not. There we go. Now we can start doing it. Okay, beautiful. Oh, wow. It looked like we had a lot of grapes in there, too. about over 40,000 liters. Okay, we're gonna have a bunch of trips here, but we are gonna sell our first batch of grapes here. Very, very excited for this. Can't wait to see how much money it's gonna be. Let's go ahead and line up for our first sale right here. How much is one trailer load of grapes gonna be? Show me the money. Let's go. Oh, and look at those grapes in there. Wow, they're so blue. So majestic. Lots of stems, though. Lots of stems. And there goes the money. Oh, let's see it, baby. Show me the money. Here we go. Over 30,000. Let's go. Let's hit 40. Come on, baby. 40,000. Can we do 50? Can we get to 50? Yeah, 50,000. $41,510 bucks per dump. Wow, we're gonna make some really good money off these grapes right here. We've got a lot of runs of grapes to go, so I'm gonna get to work. Let's do it. Yeah, buddy, that's what I'm talking about. $185,000 bucks in the bank, and let me tell you something. That wasn't even a full year of production on our grapes. That's amazing. That gives us plenty of breathing room to essentially do whatever we want to do. And what we do need to do is go ahead and get some soybeans planted over here. So let's swap this trailer out. We need to go ahead, and we're cultivated already, so we don't need that. Let me quickly check on the field, actually. Let's see if this thing needs anything before we just grab our planter and start planting away. Needs rolling. Do we go and roll? I think not. It's only a couple percentage points of efficiency. It's really not going to notice that much more in the overall scheme of things. So let's just go ahead, hook right up to the old planter, and let's start getting this party started. What do you say? So what do we need here? We've got our planter. We have plenty of seeds. We need some solid fertilizer. Don't remember exactly how much this thing carries, but we'll get a decent amount, a nice little supply to keep us going. And I guess we'll go with a big bag. Yeah, why not? Let's go with 2 of these. That'll be 2,000 liters. I think that's more than it's going to carry, but I also just don't remember. So it's better to be safe than sorry. But this is a tiny planter, so it doesn't hold that much. And let's go ahead and refill. There we go. 109. Oh, actually, you know what, guys? We've got a pretty decent supply of money here. I'm going to quickly look through the planter, see if maybe there's an upgrade that we can get. Well, I took a look, but unfortunately we are kind of capped with the amount of horsepower that this tractor has. So until we get a new tractor, which is down the road a little bit, we're going to go ahead and use this guy. So let's open her up. Yeah, you thought that was the max length? Nope. This thing's a little bit bigger than you would think. All right, time to start planting some soybeans on this field. Let's go. All right, there's our field, fully planted. Beautiful. We do still need to go ahead and do one more run of solid fertilizer on this. So I need to quickly hook up to my solid fertilizer spreader, which I do believe should be right inside this barn. But first, let's go ahead and fold this guy up. Let's get this parked away. That looks pretty good right there. Let's go ahead and drop it. Now, I have 2 of these things in here, and I'm not exactly sure which is which because they look like so similar. What do we have in here? That's the solid fertilizer, and you are the lime. Okay, beautiful. Let's go ahead and hook up to that guy over there. We'll do a quick once-over on the field, then it should be good to go. And I think, ooh, boy, we may have to do a tad bit of weeding as well. I don't know. We'll have to check on that and see if that is indeed the case. Let's just get a nice little refill here. And brilliant. I'll probably need to refill, I think, one more time. I don't think 300 liter. Whoop, and oh, don't crash. I don't think 300 liters of solid fertilizer is going to do it. Let me also check here. Any signs of weeds? No signs of weeds yet, but we definitely do need to fertilize, and I'm pretty sure we should be able to do this. So let's go ahead, get some lines on the field. Right there. Brilliant. I think this should handle that. Let me activate. and let's turn this bad boy on. Okay, are you actually fertilizing though? That's the problem. Let me turn it off and let's go take a peek back here. No, it's not. Okay, I thought I could do two because one was inside of the planter, but apparently we can't. Probably because they're both solid fertilizer and not two different types of fertilizers, like liquid fertilizer or manure or something like that. Okay, well, that's fine. All we're gonna do is basically wait 1 month and then we'll go ahead and do it then. So I will see you guys in June.
2,000 years later.
All right, good morning. It is now June. Let's see, do we have any sorts of weed growing on here? Looks like we may be weed free. Ooh, that's pretty nice. Okay, I thought for sure we were gonna have something growing in here, but does not appear so. And I do believe we should be absolutely fine to go ahead and do one more round of fertilizer. This is only like the very first growth stage, and it's actually still safe to drive on these crops. So let's hop into our tractor and let's get this party started. Okay, hopefully I was right when I made that statement. Let's see. Yeah, we're good. Okay, we can still do it. No problem. All right, let's get this party started. I've got my line set and we are off. Solid fertilizer being deployed. Let's do this.
Much later.
This should be our last pass here, and then we are complete. All right, we're fully fertilized. Let's shut this guy off. Let's go drop this guy off. In fact, let me just take a little peek here. Yeah, there we go. 100% fertilized, 90% yield bonus, 92 in some spots. Huh, interesting. Okay, cool. Either way, we're done fertilizing. So let's go drop this off in our barn and let's call it quits on that. I think I'm going to put my fertilizer on this side this time, just so there's no confusion next time I need to do this. We'll get you right there. Perfect. All right, so now that our fertilizing is done, we are in a very, very good spot here. We've got $181,000 in the bank. We've got many, many peas that are going to need to be sold here in the future, but we are also going to need to harvest our soybeans, and that's going to be in October. So October, November, actually November is when we're going to harvest. That's going to be soybean time, but we do also have to sell our peas. And the peas are going to be sold in the very next month in December. So it's going to be a busy couple months over there, but it should just like blow by really quick. Our field isn't that giant that it takes forever to actually harvest it. And one thing that I really, really like that we got going on here is we have grapes over here, which are sold in May. We have peas over there, which are sold in December. So we kind of have the year split between our two cash crops, which is great. We're no longer waiting basically until wintertime to sell and make our money. So I really, really like that, but we are pretty much good to go for a couple months. So I'm gonna go ahead, lay the old head down on the pillow for a while, and I will see you guys when it's time to harvest some soybeans.
1 eternity later.
All right, November is upon us, and it is soybean harvesting season. Let's check on our little soybeans over here. Oh, they're looking beautiful. I can't wait to get these over in my silo. Let's not waste any time because we got to get to next month, get to selling some peas, and we got some stuff to buy. So where is ye olde harvester? Here you are. Let's just go right into it, man. I'm not going to waste any time. We got to get this done, and we got to get it done fast. If I can get my harvester out. Oh, there we go. Little bit of brute force. Sometimes you just got to do it. Got to put your foot down. And there we go. Okay, beautiful. It took me way longer than it should have. Let's go ahead and attach ourselves up to our little header here. Just like so. Okay. And when I say little header, I mean little header. Look at this little guy. So cute. Let's go ahead and give this an unfold as well. And I think we're ready. Let's go ahead and harvest these bad boys. All right, there's the last little bit of soybeans. Let's go ahead and get this offloaded into our trailer, and let's see how much we got. Offload complete. Let's go ahead and move this guy back onto the field a little bit. Pipe in. And we'll go ahead and shut her off as well. So what do we got here? 4,777 liters of soybeans. Not too shabby for a tiny little field. I will absolutely take it. Let's go dump this in our silo with the rest of its soybean family. And then we can go ahead and sell some peas next month. I am so excited to sell these peas. This is a full year's supply of peas. So this should be some like mega money that we're going to be getting here momentarily. All right, soybeans are officially dumped off. Time to shut her down. I will see you guys next month. Good morning. It is officially December. It's that time of year. And I have a feeling old Santa Claus has something for Uncle Hugz here. So let's go ahead. Start loading up on some peas. This is going to be the first of many, many trips that we have to make to actually sell all of our peas. This is going to be a big, big harvest here. All right, here we go. Let's see, how much peas do we actually have in here? Show me, 51,000 liters. Okay, this is going to be a bunch of trips here, but it's going to be well worth it. I think, I don't even want to guesstimate. We're just going to have a lot of money after this. All right, first of many trips coming up. Let's do this. Oh boy, look at the amount of money we got now. $559,000. That's simply amazing. Absolutely amazing. And the crazy thing is we're about to spend so much money on just expanding the land. Oh boy. Okay, let's shut everything down right here. First thing we got to do, I want to expand out this way. I want to make a nice little sort of peninsula over here. So let's go to sculpting. Let's go to level. Let's get this bad boy all the way up and nice and full. And we're just going right out here. Oh man, that takes a lot of money. Oh boy. This is my least favorite part of renovating this island, is using all my money on it. Oh man. All right, so plans for this area. Basically, I need an area where I can fit all like the miscellaneous support stuff that we really do need, but we just didn't have the room for before. I'm even going to finish off this little section up here while we've got the cash, and I'm going to be very, very careful not to interfere with the field at all. Okay, that'll be it for up there. Look at that though. That looks kind of funny. Let's do a little bit of smoothing over here. Okay, that looks good. Now, we obviously want to get rid of all this sand as well. So let's get some grass in there, shall we? Some beautiful, beautiful grass. Grass just really makes everything so much better. Oh yeah, and up here as well. Perfect. Let's go ahead and fill in all down here too. Okay, very, very good. I think this little patch will work right here. So we have something we can work with. Now, what we really, really need is not factories, not selling points. No, none of that. We really need a little shed where we can store some things. So I'm going to pick out like a little bale/pallet storage, and that's going to be our first purchase. So this building, I think this might work right here, where I'm not 100% sure. It says it can store bales and pallets. So we're going to give this one a shot. If it doesn't work, we may have to sell it. Some of these are hit or miss, but this one does look pretty cool, and I think it kind of fits with the vibe of the island. So I'm actually going to spin it around this way, get it nice and even with our... Actually, we'll put it over here on this side of things. Right about there. It's hard to make anything really look perfect here, but we'll do our best. We'll put it right there. Okay, that's going to be for our bales and pallets. Next up, we need somewhere where we could buy gas. That's pretty important. Right now, we are kind of running on fumes on some of our stuff. So I got to pick out something here, and I would like it to have a pump, sort of look cool too. This guy is kind of giving me that vibe, and it does have the pump as well. Yeah, I'm thinking this guy right here. So if we can get it like perfectly next to this thing, that would be great. Let's go just like that, and maybe a little more inwards, just nice and snug against there. Perfect. All right, so now we have somewhere we can refill our tractors. Brilliant. I would also like something where I can get fertilizer, and I'm thinking that this guy right here is going to be our solution for that. Now that's basically what this area over here is kind of going to be for. So let's look here. Where is this stuff going to come out? I do believe it's going to come out right here. So we will put that right there. That's going to be for all our fertilizer needs. We are going to need one for lime as well. That's going to be this guy. And I don't want to put this too far away, but I don't want to crowd things too much by getting it too close either. We'll go right about here. I think that'll work. It's not too far away. It's also not too close. And this way, if we expand even more, we can make a road system or something like that over there. So we have our lime, our fertilizer covered. Next up, I need something for seeds potentially. I do believe that this guy right here, the Karma 16, should work for seeds. So let's go ahead and we'll put this guy just right next to its friends. Right there looks perfect. Now, let's go ahead and jump over here. I want to see the fill options, and we're going to start filling some things up here. So first up, we'll go with our petrol, our diesel. What's the max? Okay, 15,000 liters, not that much money either, 24,750. Let's fill her up. Yes, I do want to buy that. Beautiful. Let's go over here. This is going to be our solid fertilizer tank. How much of this stuff? Ooh, 60,000 liters. We don't want that much, but we do want a significant supply. 10,000 liters, I think, will probably last us a nice long time. In fact, hang on. Ooh, how much do I want? 50? No, let's stick with 10 for now. We can always buy more if we need it. Okay, that's going to be our solid fertilizer. Let's get a little bit of lime now. Lime, you know what? Lime's pretty cheap. We're just going to load this bad boy up, and we'll never have to buy pallets of lime again. And let's do this. This will be the last one. Seeds. We'll load this guy up as well. And you know what? You know what we're going to do? We are going to go over here, and we're going to buy another 10,000 if possible for 17, and I think maybe even one more 10,000. Yeah, so that's 30,000 liters of solid fertilizer. So when we're ready to fill up our gardens, we'll have plenty in there, and we can just pretty much max those things out. So, all right, we've got ourselves basically a nice little support area over here. We've got somewhere to store things, we've got somewhere to fill up our tractor, and we've got somewhere to fill up all of our necessities as we need them, so we no longer have to buy that stuff from the shop. Brilliant. Okay, man, I'm pretty happy with that. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, you know what to do. Drop a like on the video, comment down below if you have any suggestions, and if you're not, subscribe. It's absolutely free, so why not? And don't forget to turn those notifications on as well. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, have yourself a beautiful day out there, and I will see each and every one of you on the next one.